In this video, we'll explore the powerful concept of silence and how it connects to Stoic philosophy. First, we'll dive into why Stoics value silence as a tool for wisdom and emotional control. Then, we'll uncover the 10 key traits of people who speak less, from emotional mastery to deep thinking and focused listening. Whether it's practicing discernment in social interactions or using silence as a sign of inner strength, you'll learn how speaking less can lead to a more purposeful, fulfilling life. Let's uncover the wisdom in silence. 2. The power of words in Stoic philosophy. In the previous point, we discussed how silence can be a powerful form of restraint, but it's equally important to understand the value Stoic philosophy places on words. For Stoics, words are not just tools of communication. They are reflections of our inner thoughts and beliefs. In a world filled with noise, Stoics emphasize speaking with purpose and avoiding the temptation of unnecessary chatter. But why is this so crucial? The Stoic philosopher Epictetus once said, "We have 2 ears and 1 mouth, so we should listen more than we speak." This quote highlights the Stoic view that speaking should not be impulsive but instead a carefully considered act. In Stoicism, words are a means to express wisdom, clarity, and truth, not to fill the silence with empty noise or to react in haste. Each word should serve a purpose, contributing to the greater good or offering meaningful insight. The Stoics believe that excessive speech is often a sign of uncontrolled emotions. Think about it. When people speak without thinking, they're usually reacting to feelings like anger, frustration, or anxiety. By speaking less, a Stoic cultivates emotional control and allows for more thoughtful, deliberate responses. This practice aligns with one of the core principles of Stoicism, the idea of mastering our impulses rather than letting them control us. Moreover, Stoics understand that speech has power. Words can inspire, heal, and guide others, but they can also harm, mislead, or escalate conflicts. A wise Stoic knows when to speak and when to stay silent, recognizing that their words can shape the world around them. By choosing silence, they avoid contributing to unnecessary drama or conflict, which ultimately leads to a more peaceful and fulfilling life. What does this mean for us today? In our fast-paced, often chaotic world, we're surrounded by constant chatter, from social media to news outlets, conversations with friends, and even internal dialogues. The Stoic approach teaches us to pause before speaking and reflect on the true value of our words. Will they add meaning? Will they help or hurt? This conscious consideration of speech enables us to become more present and intentional in our interactions. To truly harness the power of words in Stoic fashion, we must practice mindfulness in our communication. Just as a Stoic carefully reflects on their emotions and thoughts before taking action, they do the same before speaking. This leads to a more authentic, purposeful life, free from the distractions and unnecessary noise of modern life. Speaking less isn't about being mute. It's about finding strength in restraint and using words as tools for wisdom, clarity, and meaningful connection. By mastering our speech, we gain the ability to speak with power and purpose, transforming how we interact with the world around us. Silence becomes our ally, allowing us to choose the right moment to speak, and when we do, our words carry the weight of wisdom. 3. Trait number 1. Emotional control and self-regulation. Building on the power of words, one of the most significant traits of those who speak less is emotional control. In a world where it's easy to react impulsively, Stoic philosophers teach us the importance of mastering our emotions and not allowing them to control our actions, particularly when it comes to speech. The ability to remain composed, especially during challenging situations, is a hallmark of a Stoic mindset. Have you ever found yourself in a heated conversation, only to say things you later regret? It's natural to feel emotional responses like anger, frustration, or excitement, but Stoicism emphasizes the importance of emotional regulation before reacting. Those who speak less are typically people who've mastered this art. Instead of impulsively expressing every emotion, they take a moment to pause, reflect, and decide whether speaking is the right choice. This emotional restraint doesn't mean suppressing feelings. It's about choosing when and how to express them thoughtfully and with purpose. In Stoic philosophy, self-regulation is a central tenet. A Stoic believes that by controlling their emotions, they gain control over their reactions and ultimately, their life. Rather than being a slave to their feelings, they choose their actions based on reason, not impulse. When it comes to speech, This means filtering out the reactive responses that come from unchecked emotions, like saying hurtful things in anger or oversharing in excitement. By practicing self-regulation, Stoics ensure that their words are always in alignment with their values, not just an automatic response to what's happening in the moment. This emotional control also extends to internal dialogue. Speaking less often means people are more aware of their inner conversations. They understand that the thoughts they entertain affect their actions and their words. The more controlled and positive their internal dialogue, the more measured and purposeful their external speech will be. This is a huge part of the Stoic practice, recognizing that we cannot control the world around us, but we can control how we respond to it. By mastering our emotions and speech, we take back our power. The ability to regulate emotions leads to a greater sense of peace. When you speak less, you're not constantly embroiled in drama, misunderstandings, or conflicts. The person who speaks thoughtfully has the ability to navigate challenging conversations with grace, responding to conflict without escalating it. They can remain calm in the face of negativity, choosing not to engage in trivial disputes or gossip. Instead, they choose silence or provide thoughtful, balanced responses, leading to healthier relationships and less stress overall. Moreover, emotional control doesn't just apply to difficult situations. It also means being able to appreciate moments of joy and success with a quiet sense of gratitude. Speaking less allows for reflection, and in doing so, it helps cultivate inner peace. When we regulate our emotions, we become more grounded and centered, enhancing our ability to enjoy life and pursue what truly matters. In the end, the people who speak less are often the ones who have the most control over their emotions. They don't allow fleeting feelings to dictate their actions. Instead, they take the time to reflect, process, and act with intention. By mastering emotional control, they open the door to a more focused, balanced, and meaningful life, one where their words carry weight, and their silence speaks volumes. 4. Trait number 2. Deep thinking and reflection. Building on the importance of emotional control, another key trait of those who speak less is their ability to engage in deep thinking and reflection. Speaking less allows individuals to process their thoughts carefully, fostering a mindset that values quality over quantity in communication. When you speak less, you create space for deeper reflection, and this practice often leads to more insightful, meaningful interactions with others. How often do we rush into conversations without fully thinking through what we want to say? The fast-paced nature of modern life, where everyone is constantly sharing thoughts and opinions, often leads to conversations that lack depth. Stoics, however, understand the immense value of pausing to reflect before speaking. By taking a moment to think, those who speak less ensure that their words carry purpose and substance. This reflection is an integral part of the Stoic philosophy, which teaches us to question, evaluate, and understand our own thoughts before they manifest as words. Deep thinking allows us to sort through emotions, beliefs, and experiences, helping us gain clarity on our thoughts and values. Those who speak less often find that they are able to articulate their thoughts more effectively because they've had time to reflect on them thoroughly. This careful consideration enables them to communicate with greater precision and wisdom. Instead of speaking impulsively, they choose to speak only when they have something meaningful to contribute, ensuring their words are aligned with their deeper understanding of the world. This trait of deep reflection also empowers people to listen more intently, which in turn enhances their thinking. In silence, you can observe more clearly, understand people's emotions, and process conversations in a way that impulsive speaking never allows. A deep thinker is not just absorbing information, but analyzing and synthesizing it in a way that helps them form well-thought-out opinions. In Stoicism, this careful attention to both thought and silence leads to greater wisdom and a more profound understanding of the world and those around you. Reflection also aids in self-improvement. By choosing silence over constant chatter, people who speak less have the opportunity to analyze their past experiences and conversations, learning from them in the process. This ongoing reflection helps them grow, refine their beliefs, and improve their emotional intelligence. It allows them to live with intention, ensuring that each word they speak adds value to their life or the lives of others. But deep thinking is not just about silence. It's about quality silence. It's about taking the time to think before reacting to a situation, to reflect on your thoughts, and to ensure that your words are authentic and meaningful. In a world that's often noisy and fast-paced, Choosing to speak less and think more is a powerful act of self-mastery. By embracing deep thinking and reflection, those who speak less cultivate a more profound understanding of themselves and the world around them. Their silence becomes a tool for insight, allowing them to speak with purpose, depth, and wisdom. Instead of filling the space with empty words, they use silence to process, to reflect, and to speak only when it adds value. This practice of thoughtful reflection allows them to live more mindfully and interact with the world in a way that is both impactful and intentional. 5. Trait number 3. Intentional listening. Building on the importance of deep thinking and reflection, one of the most powerful traits of those who speak less is their ability to listen with intention. Silent individuals often have an extraordinary ability to listen more attentively and engage with what others are saying on a deeper level. By speaking less, they free themselves from the urge to interrupt or dominate the conversation, allowing them to truly absorb the words of others and understand the underlying meanings. Have you ever been in a conversation where someone is more focused on what they will say next than actually listening to you? It's a common experience, but it's far from ideal. The Stoic practice of speaking less creates space for active listening, a skill that is often overlooked but incredibly important in fostering meaningful relationships. Those who speak less listen not only to the words being spoken but to the tone, body language, and unspoken emotions that accompany them. This level of attention allows them to understand others more fully, creating stronger connections and a more profound empathy. Intentional listening isn't just about hearing. It's about engaging with the speaker in a way that shows you value their words. People who speak less have the time and mental energy to focus on the speaker, rather than getting caught up in their own thoughts or responses. This type of listening involves withholding judgment, putting aside distractions, and truly understanding the speaker's perspective. It allows for deeper, more meaningful conversations that go beyond surface-level exchanges. In Stoicism, the art of listening is directly connected to the philosophy of self-control. Instead of interrupting or dominating conversations with personal opinions, those who speak less control the urge to insert themselves into every discussion. They remain present, actively absorbing the information, and only speak when they have something of value to contribute. This intentional listening not only enhances the quality of their interactions, but also empowers them to offer more insightful, considered responses when they do choose to speak. Listening with intention also allows individuals to learn more. When you truly listen to others, you gain new perspectives and insights that you may have otherwise missed. For Stoics, the pursuit of wisdom is a lifelong journey, and listening is an essential tool for expanding knowledge and understanding. The more you listen, the more you learn about people, situations, and even yourself. This continuous learning process enables you to approach challenges and conversations with greater wisdom, which is a key principle of Stoic philosophy. Moreover, intentional listening fosters empathy. When you take the time to listen deeply, you are not just hearing the words but also trying to understand the emotions and intentions behind them. This level of empathy builds trust and strengthens relationships, whether in personal or professional settings. People are naturally drawn to those who listen attentively because they feel heard and valued. By mastering the art of intentional listening, those who speak less can connect with others on a deeper level, build more meaningful relationships, and gain greater wisdom. Their silence becomes a tool for understanding, and their words, when they do speak, are more impactful because they come from a place of true engagement and insight. In a world full of distractions and constant noise, the power of intentional listening cannot be overstated. It allows us to be more present, more thoughtful, and more connected with the people around us. 6. Trait number 4. Greater self-awareness. Building on the power of intentional listening, another key trait of people who speak less is their heightened self-awareness. When you choose silence over constant chatter, you create space for introspection and self-reflection, which leads to a greater understanding of yourself. Self-awareness is the foundation of emotional intelligence, and it's a critical part of the Stoic philosophy. By knowing yourself deeply, you are better equipped to navigate the world, make intentional decisions, and communicate more effectively. Have you ever paused to think about why you react a certain way in specific situations or why you feel compelled to speak in moments of silence? People who speak less often take the time to explore these questions, engaging in regular self-reflection. They're not just going through the motions of life, they are actively examining their thoughts, emotions, and behaviors. This self-awareness helps them understand the motivations behind their actions and reactions, giving them more control over their responses. In Stoicism, self-awareness is seen as a vital tool for personal growth. It's about recognizing your strengths and weaknesses and understanding your values, beliefs, and desires. Those who speak less are more attuned to their inner world because they've cultivated the habit of listening to themselves. They ask themselves questions like, "Why do I feel the need to respond right now?" Or "What do I hope to achieve by speaking?" This introspection allows them to pause, reflect, and choose their words carefully. Self-awareness also helps people understand their triggers. We all have emotional triggers that can cause us to react impulsively, whether it's a feeling of insecurity, frustration, or excitement. People who speak less have learned to recognize these triggers, allowing them to take a step back and avoid reacting from a place of emotion. Instead, they respond from a place of understanding and control, which is key to maintaining peace in their lives and relationships. Moreover, greater self-awareness leads to a deeper understanding of personal values and goals. When you're not constantly talking or engaging in superficial conversations, you have the opportunity to reflect on what truly matters to you. This allows you to align your actions and decisions with your core values. Whether it's in your career, relationships, or personal development, speaking less gives you the mental clarity to prioritize what's truly important and live in alignment with your purpose. The act of speaking less also helps to eliminate distractions, giving individuals more space for mindful reflection. By choosing silence, they make room for more meaningful thoughts and self-discovery. In this silence, they can explore new ideas, evaluate past experiences, and set future goals. This kind of reflection fosters a sense of inner peace, as people who speak less are not bogged down by external noise or the need to constantly express their opinions. The beauty of self-awareness is that it fosters growth and self-improvement. It empowers individuals to make better decisions, avoid unnecessary conflict, and pursue their goals with greater intention. By cultivating self-awareness through silence and reflection, people who speak less become more in tune with their authentic selves. Their silence becomes a source of strength, enabling them to move through life with clarity, confidence, and purpose. In conclusion, self-awareness is a powerful tool for those who speak less. It allows them to gain insight into their thoughts, emotions, and motivations, leading to more intentional actions and deeper connections with themselves and others. By embracing the silence and practicing regular introspection, individuals can cultivate a greater understanding of who they are and how they can best navigate the world around them. 7. Trait number 5. Stronger emotional control. Building on the concept of self-awareness, one of the most powerful traits of individuals who speak less is their ability to exercise stronger emotional control. When you choose silence over impulsive speech, you create space to process your emotions before reacting. This pause allows you to manage your emotional responses thoughtfully, ensuring that you are in control rather than being controlled by your feelings. Strong emotional control is not about suppressing emotions. It's about understanding and channeling them in a constructive way. Have you ever spoken in anger, only to regret it later? Or said something impulsively that you wished you could take back? It's a common experience, but those who speak less have learned to avoid this pitfall. They've mastered the art of emotional regulation, a skill that is developed through intentional silence and self-reflection. Speaking less gives them the ability to respond, not react. Instead of letting emotions dictate their words, they allow themselves the time to process, understand, and choose the most measured and meaningful response. The Stoic philosophy emphasizes the importance of emotional mastery. For Stoics, maintaining composure in the face of adversity is one of the highest virtues. By speaking less, individuals can assess the emotional climate before engaging, allowing them to avoid knee-jerk reactions driven by frustration, anxiety, or even excitement. They create a mental space where they can acknowledge their emotions, but also decide how best to respond to them. This sense of control over one's emotional state allows them to navigate even the most challenging situations with grace. When you're constantly talking, it's easy to let your emotions drive the conversation. Whether you're excited, angry, or upset, your words can often reflect the emotional state you're in at the moment. People who speak less, however, don't allow their emotions to dictate the flow of a conversation. Instead, they choose to listen, reflect, and then respond from a place of emotional clarity. This controlled response not only leads to more peaceful interactions but also fosters deeper respect from others. Emotional control also enhances decision-making. When you speak less, you have the time to process your feelings and evaluate the situation logically before acting. In moments of high emotion, it's easy to make impulsive decisions that you might later regret. By holding back and choosing silence, you give yourself the opportunity to make more deliberate, well-thought-out choices that align with your goals and values. This trait is especially powerful in relationships. Strong emotional control helps to prevent unnecessary conflicts and ensures that conversations remain calm, respectful, and productive. When you speak less and listen more, you can respond with empathy, patience, and understanding, rather than letting heated emotions take over. This emotional intelligence strengthens bonds, fosters mutual respect, and allows for healthier, more harmonious connections with others. Moreover, the ability to control emotions is key to personal peace. Speaking less creates a sense of calm, as you learn to be present in the moment rather than reacting to every impulse. This emotional mastery enables individuals to live with greater resilience, confidence, and peace of mind. They are not easily swayed by external events or the opinions of others, but instead remain grounded in their own sense of self. In conclusion, stronger emotional control is a powerful outcome of speaking less. By embracing silence, individuals can better manage their emotional responses, leading to more thoughtful decisions, healthier relationships, and a greater sense of inner peace. In a world where emotional reactions often run high, the ability to maintain emotional composure is a valuable skill, one that those who speak less naturally cultivate. Thank you so much for watching. Sparkling Heart, if this video resonated with you and made you think, don't forget to like and comment below with your thoughts. We'd love to hear your opinions. What do you think about the power of speaking less? Share your experiences with us. Speech Balloon also, if you found this video insightful, make sure to subscribe and hit the bell icon so you never miss our content. We've got plenty of amazing videos lined up to help you grow, gain wisdom, and live a more intentional life. Glowing Star, remember, your support means the world to us. Sparkling Heart, keep watching our videos and join us on this journey to live better, speak less, and be more. Keep shining, Sparkles.